What's up, bitches? This is Silent Rob, and I wanted to make this video. Some people might have wondered where my Resident Evil 2 as a dumpster fire video went, and I want to clear up a few things. I deleted it. I deleted it myself, and I'll tell you why. I'm gonna start from the beginning on this one. I've been on YouTube for a long time. 2007 is when I started making videos on here. Some of you mofos were probably in fucking elementary school at that motherfucking time. Some of you might not even have been born yet. And I was rocking the fucking YouTube's butthole, okay? At that point. And when I first started on this site, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in high school. I think I was a junior. Yeah, it was a junior or a senior. I can't remember. And somebody was telling me about this new video sharing site where you can make your own videos and people can watch them and people can even rate them and all this stuff. And I remember asking questions like, do you got to pay for it? Because, you don't get something for nothing. You know what I mean? There's got to be a catch. What's the catch? Whose dick do I got to suck to be able to make free videos and host them for free? You just didn't see a lot of that. And it was free, and it was for somebody like me who didn't have two fucking dimes to rub together. It was pretty awesome. And for somebody like me who just made videos already that nobody ever even watched, it was perfect. And for somebody like me who, had so much creativity and so many things he wanted to do and say, and, he really wanted to make people laugh, it was great. So I started making videos, and it was great, and we look back on it and, we look back on it with rose-colored glasses, of course. Because nothing is as good as you remember it, bitches, okay? All right, that first dick sucking that you remember getting wasn't that fucking great, okay? That bitch had braces. Your pubes were getting caught up in that bitch's braces. She was yanking those motherfuckers out. She was scraping that fucking D with the teeth, okay? It ain't as good as you remember it. But you'll never forget it. And I'll never forget the way YouTube used to be. It was great. It was just like, hanging out with your homies, man, you know what I mean? Like, everybody knew each other. It was like a small town vibe. It's like you're living in Andy Griffith's town, like you got Mayberry up in that bitch. That's how it felt. Everybody knew each other. There was a few assholes, but that's in every town. Every town has a few assholes. You just steer clear of that motherfucker's lawn. Nobody got on fucking Spoonie's lawn, okay? Yeah, just certain mofos you stayed away from. And everybody knew each other. It was great. But, you had the dog shit. You had Jedi stinking up the fucking place. You had Wizwall, okay? Fucking making incomprehensible fucking videos. Okay? You had fucking Spazzy Spax over here fucking flagging every fucking body. And it was fucking crazy. There was ups and downs. And, I had my own ups and downs. I was a young guy. I didn't know how to handle any of it, When you get that many people watching you all of a sudden out of the blue, and you have all this power, and you see everybody else around you getting money and getting more recognition, and you want more. You need it more. You got your balls deep, but you want to go further, and it's just not possible sometimes. And sometimes it all comes crashing down, and sometimes, in my case, you end up being right where you need to be. And that's where I fell, and that's what happens. You know what I mean? I fell into a spot that I really enjoy. But at the same time, back in the day, if you told me that YouTube nowadays would be the way it is, I don't even know if I would believe you. You know what I mean? Like, I think I would make a video saying that whoever said that was a lying piece of shit. I would call out that motherfucker, alpha style. Because I wouldn't believe it. If you told me that YouTube would devolve into people sitting around watching big fucking fat asses in their cars, eating fucking Whopper Juniors and fucking Big Macs and fucking entire jars of mayonnaise with shooting out their fucking nose and shit. Okay, motherfuckers with big bullfrog necks flopping around, okay, as you're eating that big fucking tub of lard. If you fucking told me that half of YouTube would be nothing but fucking clickbait shit, Mofos like RGT85 and the way Alpha used to be when he motherfucking decided to ever make videos. You know, arrows pointing. Click here, click over here. Okay, Patreon up here. Okay, give me money over here. You can give me money down here too. Over here, you can give me money there, and there, bitches. Okay, click on this video. There's a title that has nothing to do with the fucking video. Here's a video where I'm going to talk for, 30 minutes about something completely different than the title of the video in the first place. It seems to be different levels of how can I waste your fucking time nowadays on YouTube. Back in the day, everybody was jumping over each other, stabbing at mofos in the back to get just ad revenue, to be able to just make a little bit of money doing their hobby. Used to be nobody made any money. We made these motherfucking videos for fun. We made them for the recognition. The worst thing to ever happen to YouTube was for ad revenue to come. It turned friends against friends, homies against homies, boyfriends against girlfriends, ponies against ponies, okay? Rainbow-colored pony men against rainbow-colored pony men. It became a fucking bloodbath. It started no ad revenue, then you got ad revenue, and now the videos themselves are ads because it's never enough. You give a little bit, people have to keep taking more and more. Do you think, even for a microsecond, that if Review Tech USA did not make money doing what he does, do you guys think, even for a fucking microsecond, that fuck would ever make another video? Okay? Do you guys think, even for a fucking, just a half of a microsecond, that if RGT lost the ability to make money on his channel, do you really think that he would ever upload another one of his extremely time-consuming videos that he makes? Okay, he's got to get on GameSpot or Game Rankings. He's got to type in the address. He's got to read a fucking news headline. And then he's got to make a video not talking about that for half the video and then mentioning it and passing real quick. That takes time, bitches. Time is money. Okay? People have lost sight as to what YouTube is a long time ago. There's Guru Larry posted up on FDU a email of Metal Jesus, okay? And, the guy, I'm not going to say who posted it, but I asked Guru Larry, and I was like, are you sure that this is from Metal Jesus? And he says, I'm about 99.9% sure that this is from him. It was a channel that asked Metal Jesus for a shout-out, okay? Not even a shout-out video, just like a shout-out, okay? Metal Jesus told him he would make him a shout-out video for $3,000. Okay? I don't even know what the fuck to say to something like that. Motherfucker, for $3,000, Zoe Deschanel needs to come over to my fucking house and make me a fucking shout-out fuck video. She needs to fucking suck my dick as she shout. She ain't gonna be able to shout because my dick's gonna be up in that shit. But Zoe Deschanel's getting fucked for $3,000. Are you fucking out of... Time is... I get time as money. But $3,000, dude? You're not as famous as you think you are, bro. Okay? Not everybody knows who Metal Jesus Rocks is. It's all in your head. What goes on YouTube and everything that you surround yourself with isn't real life. None of this, okay? None of this is going to last. You think you're going to be doing hidden gems when you're 85 fucking years old? You think when this YouTube comes crashing down and everybody's forgotten who you are, they're going to remember your 400th Hidden Gems video where you're on there talking and having guests that know more than you on your own videos? You think they're going to remember episode number 56 of that? Or are they going to remember when you couldn't even give someone a shout out for less than $3,000? And you can get on FDU, Face Restorers United, my Facebook page, and see this email. Like I said, the person who posted the original email didn't really want to come out and say who it was, but everybody knows. And I'm sure that even Metal Jesus would probably want to deny it, that he said it, but be a man. You know, come out and say what you did. It's disgusting. I would shout out any person on here from a channel that has no videos at all to Mudahar, who has over 1 million. People like Mudahar are so few and far between on here. We're talking about a dude who's so cool that he comes into all my streams all the fucking time. Shouts me out on his videos. I've gotten so many subscribers just off simple shout outs. A lot of YouTubers don't really understand, that really does make a difference to a lot of, channels that get screwed over quite often. People like Mudahar are what everybody on this fucking site need to strive to be. He has a big following, but he also gives the small guy a fucking chance. And that's the way it used to be. It used to be more of a level ground. But it's getting to the point that these motherfuckers think they're rock stars. Okay? You got these people that they're affecting the real life now. You're affecting real life game prices. Your videos, just because they're being pushed by YouTube, lots of people think that, oh, I must have talent, because YouTube's pushing my videos. YouTube obviously, thinks that I got something, but you fail to remember that YouTube at one time pushed Irate Gamers videos. And I think we can all pretty much safely say that mofo ain't got a drop of talent within 3,000 miles of that motherfucker. So just because you live in your own little fucking bubble, and with your own little butt buddies that, lick up everything that you secrete, does not mean that you're shit. Okay? And you're definitely not worth $3,000 fucking dollars. Gets to the point where when I think back on, past mistakes and things that I've done, there's a lot of things I wish I would have done differently. But I was young, and I'm man enough to come out and say that I was stupid. I was too young for it. I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know anything. I still don't know anything about technology. I know very little about making money on here at all, and I went about it the wrong ways back in the day. But then when you look around as to what's going on right now and what people are getting away with, you look back on anything that I've ever done or anything that a lot of people were called out on back in the day, and you wonder how now it's okay to be this. It's okay to basically tell your fans, give me money now, okay? I'm not even asking, I'm telling. That's what it's come down to at this point. It's all about the bucks. If YouTube tomorrow demonetized everybody on here, you would see who the true mofos are. You would see it. And I love the fact that people donate to me and stuff like that. It's fucking awesome. It allows me to do things that I would not ever be able to do. My fans are the coolest mofos ever. And I consider them more than just fans. You guys are my friends. I would still be using an iToy, okay, a PlayStation 2 iToy for a microphone, more than likely, if it wasn't for Vaughn sending me this Blue Yeti mic. I would never have bought a capture card. This is just stuff that I like doing this stuff, but I have a hard time getting the gumption to to take the next steps of getting things that I need to do. It's always been a problem for me. You guys make sure it happens. You guys make sure I get Resident Evil 2 on fucking release day. And we have a fucking blowout stream doing it. I always use everything I'm given to give you guys a good time. But this can't be said for a lot of people on here. And that's why I took down that video. It's getting to the point that I just don't care anymore. You know, I'm not gonna be put in a position where, you know, YouTube takes down that video for misleading title or spam or some other fucking bullshit, and I lose the ability to stream, and I lose the ability to hang out with you guys, because that means a lot more to me than this stupid drama fucking bullshit. I'm over it. As a matter of fact, at this point in time, I am retired from drama. Done. I don't want to hear about it. The only thing that this channel is going to be about is streams, rants, and skits. Okay? Now, the rants might be about something in particular. Maybe it's sort of drama-y, a little bit of drama. I don't know. But it's really not going to be... The days of me going after mofos on here are over. Because if I did that, I'd be doing nothing but that. It's all sickening anymore with the way people act. It's all I care about is money. You know, it's disgusting. You know, you can just tell by just looking at mofos' thumbnails and titles and give me this, give me this, give me this. It's not good. So, you know, that's the way I want it to be from now on. This channel is going to be specifically for you guys, to entertain you guys, just like it's always been. Just now with a whole lot less fucking fuck this guy and I'm coming after you with this and blah, blah, blah. I'm retired from that shit, bitches. I'm 32 years old. It gets to the point when it's just like, I've done it all. You know, I've destroyed Punk. I've destroyed Cloud Ocelot. I've destroyed Alpha. I've destroyed the 8-Bit podcast. Spoonie, all these motherfuckers. I've done it. I'm really good at it. But at the same time, at a certain point, I gotta hang up the fucking bitch slap. You know what I mean? Just hang it up. And I'm retired. From now on, it's just gonna be chilling, hanging out with you guys, partying. For me to lose my streaming ability, you know, that's way worse than, you know, just having a video up for a month that gets fucking flagged for bullying or some other nonsense. It's not worth it, guys. Much rather hang out with you guys and shit. So I just wanted to say that, kind of reminisce a little bit, talk about the old days. But all right, but this is a really long video. But you guys have a good one, and I'll be streaming as soon as I get some time, bitches. Silent Rob out.